just dropped us off on this like deserted island, and we have to survive until they pick us back up again.
We're Erin and Brandon. If you're just tuning in, we're a van life couple who have been traveling around the United States attempting to visit every national park. Now that we're on the West Coast, we're taking in the many beautiful and different national parks that California has to offer.
We just spent an amazing weekend in Newport Beach. Thank you so much, Lauren and John, for letting us stay at your place. Now we're heading to Ventura to board a ferry and head to our next national park, the Channel Islands.
Protected now by the Marine Mammal Protection Act 1972, and after that 80s and 90s the decline of sharks, their main predator, caused the sea lion population to skyrocket. So they're doing pretty good right now. Keep an eye behind us in the sternway. Whale of some kind. A lot of buck again. Pretty high arch and tail down there. It actually didn't take that long from the last time I saw that.
You just saw a humpback whale?
And as I said earlier, we have a lot of things in common with these animals. They're mammals. Right here.
Not really.
Pretty close.
Yeah, that was so sudden. I'll pop up again. Oh my god.
Medium-sized humpback. On the other side of the boat. On the port side. Still on the surface. Coming up. These whales staying down a lot of times, so we're gonna leave it. We're gonna keep going with the program.
From underneath the seafloor about 5 million years ago, slowly uplifted until it broke the surface of the ocean. That is the Keyhole Arch. We're going to cruise around here, take a look at some more other sea caves and cliffs.
We made it to Acapa Island, and this terrain is so rugged. I'm really excited.
We saw a humpback whale, which has absolutely been a dream of mine to see a whale my entire life. And right off the side of the boat, we saw a humpback whale breach 3 separate times with the tail flip and everything. It was incredible.
We thought when we saw those dolphins that was amazing, and then seeing the humpback, like, wild.
And it was so close to the boat too. Like the first time we saw it, it was kind of far away, and then we waited like maybe 5 minutes for it to come back up, and it was like right next to the boat.
I think that was the best entrance into a national park we've ever had, because now we are on Acapa Island, which is one of the islands of Channel Islands National Park.
And we're like completely alone except for the people on the boat.
And the sound of the lighthouse.
Yeah. We have our lovely Traveling Atlas merch. If you want to pick up anything before Christmas, this would be the time. We've got all different types of items, including hoodies, which this is absolutely my favorite. But if you're a big coffee person, we've got coffee mugs, we've got reusable bags, we've got t-shirts, we've got all kinds of different items. Check out the website in the description below. We would love to see you walking around with these, and on with the episode.
We are heading towards the opposite side of the island to Inspiration Point, away from the lighthouse and the annoying beeping sound. But the lighthouse does have actually really cool history. It is the last lighthouse created on the West Coast. The reason the lighthouse was built was because there was a huge shipwreck. So it was decided that a lighthouse was to be built. No one mans the lighthouse. It's done by radar. But there is one national park ranger that lives on the island, and she does all the maintenance here. I cannot imagine living here by myself. Kind of cool, but also maybe kind of creepy.
I almost feel like Bear Grylls because they just dropped us off on this like deserted island and we have to survive until they pick us back up again. We were kind of joking like, what if they don't come? We're gonna be stuck here.
While we sat and had lunch, we were looking at Santa Cruz Island, which is the biggest island of the Channel Islands. Acapa Island can actually fit on Santa Cruz 96 times. That's how big it is. But looking from here, it doesn't look all that big.
This is such a different experience from other national parks because usually you take the mile hike and you get to the most beautiful viewpoint and there's crowds of people there and you can't really get a great view, or it's just too congested. It doesn't really feel natural and wild. Where here on this island, this entire island, the only people that are here, like a couple maintenance workers and the people that were on the boat. Yes, a couple people ended up coming to the viewpoint we were at, but it was like the best viewpoint and it felt like we kind of had it to ourselves. It was beautiful, and this whole island is just like so rugged and real, and I'm so glad that we came here. There's just these bones scattered all over the island, and we're assuming they're from mice or big birds.
They don't look like mice.
Yeah, they don't look like mice bones. They look like big bird bones. I don't know what kind of birds are just dying here and leaving their bones, but they're all over the place.
Or maybe birds are bringing some sort of like fish bone.
They don't look like fish bones. I don't know. I don't know what the bones are. Jono, if you're watching, tell us what bones these are.
Human bones.
Ah, dun dun dun.
Brandon and I just stopped for a moment to have a sit, and I was remarking on how we are in the middle of the Pacific Ocean on a remote island with about 20 people. You think when you're talking about national parks that they're highly trafficked and there's a whole lot of people, but we've been sitting here not seeing a soul, just enjoying our time, looking out to the horizon and seeing nothing but blue. Brandon, tell me about this place in 12 seconds.
It's one of 5 islands in the Channel Islands. It's the smallest. It's pretty much abandoned with only a couple people living on it. Tell us about this island in 12 seconds.
So there are a bunch of different islands that consist of the Channel Islands. We are one of them, the smallest, that is closest to the coast of California. I highly recommend it. You should come. You should also subscribe to Traveling Atlas and buy merch.